Hello, beautiful friends. This is the Organizer Advisor here to help you enhance your happiness and transform your life. Looks like we made it, friends. This is day 30 of our 30-day total life transformation, and we made it. So just a short recap. We have organized our documents. We have restructured our wardrobe. We have every nook and cranny cleaned, every single room in our home. Primary bedroom, guest bedroom, kids' room, office space, living room, dining room, kitchen, bathrooms. And today, the last little bit, the final stretch is if you have a foyer, to clean your foyer, make sure that ceiling light is beautiful and light and bright and welcoming. And if you have a closet in your foyer, this is the time to go through those jackets, check all the pockets just in case you left something in there. And, clean anything in your foyer. Umbrellas, usually we keep umbrellas in the foyer closet or somewhere close to the door. So we're going to gather all our umbrellas today. I do have a video on the playlist for you in order to learn a little bit more robust information about how to organize, clean, and care for these items. But also the other organized to utilize component that we're going to do today is flashlights and batteries. So please check out the video on the playlist on YouTube, flashlights and batteries. There's some really important information in there. All right, so we have also incorporated our daily health and beauty routines. I know it's working. And we're going to do an extension of that in February. So be here February 1st, and I'm going to talk you through that. So we have completed our process, but this is not the end of our time together. There is still so many more ideas that I have for content, and I really want to know your thoughts. What would you like to see? I appreciate all of the kind comments. I also really appreciate the constructive criticism. I value that. So if you're here, there's a lot of content out there, and if you've chosen to be here to share any amount of time with me, I'm absolutely grateful. A couple of things I want to say to wrap up before we move and transition into a different type of focus as we go into more life coaching and some financial strategies. We want to talk about safety just briefly. Please make sure that your smoke detectors, your carbon monoxide detector batteries are fresh and that those items operate. Also, I suggest a fire extinguisher. They say a fire extinguisher on every floor. I like a fire extinguisher in every room. It's just me. I mean, do what you're comfortable with, but fire extinguishers are really inexpensive now. You can get them at Aldi's for like $12, $14. And then Lowe's also has them. But just a small fire extinguisher in every room, to me, is a little added layer of safety. I like to have 2 fire suppression blankets in my kitchen, along with a kitchen use fire extinguisher. And then a couple of other things. If you have a multi-story home, you may consider getting a fire escape ladder for the upper floors. That will prove beneficial. Also, have a fire escape plan. Review this with your family. I reviewed it with my babysitters that would come to babysit my kids. And have a family meeting place outside. In the case that there is a fire in your home, everybody's going to go to the closest exit, and that might be in the back of the house. So you may be in the front of the house, not knowing that your spouse or children have escaped to the back of the house safely. And if you have a family meeting place, you'll know who is safely out of the house and who may still be inside. So you can alert the firefighters that there may be somebody inside. But sending a firefighter into a burning house to save somebody who is not in that house would be tragic. So a couple of things, but I will do a safety video. A couple of things that, I want to sprinkle in just for added safety. I feel kind of sad. I really thought this was going to be like a big celebration day. I mean, I was just so excited. I was going to do bubbles and champagne, but I really kind of feel sad. Not sad in a sorrowful way, but sad in I'm going to miss you guys kind of way. And I want to say thank you for being here. And thank you for talking the talk and walking the walk with me. It's been fun. And I really love seeing that notification that I've received a comment, and I love reading your comments. So thank you. Thank you to all of the new subscribers and followers. It means a lot for me that you chose to hit that button. It tells me that you saw something valuable here at one point or another. Not everything is going to be applicable to everyone. On that note, I do want to say There's a lot of really good content out there, and I enjoy watching all of those videos where there's little tiny clear containers for every little thing and every little drawer, and every item in the house has a little clear container that is kept in. I love that. I love to see the little organizational videos where there's somebody taking snacks out of a packaging and putting them in all these little containers. I love that. Um, I love to watch it, but for me, that's just not practical, and it's not cost effective. And as I try to offer this process, I want to make sure I'm offering a process that everyone can afford. When you start getting into gadgets and specialty items, they can really rack up in cost, and that's counterproductive to my mission. It's great if that's the direction you want to go now. I absolutely applaud that. I celebrate that with you, and send me pictures. I'd love to see it. But for my mission, this is my goal, is to be able to make this applicable to everyone at any financial level. So I don't want to stress anybody out financially. I don't want anybody to feel that they're diminished because they can't afford or are unable to afford the all the little gadgets. I love looking at gadgets. I love gadgets. I love office supplies. I love boxes. I love baskets. I love clear things. But I just, that is an expense that I choose not to make. And I want others to feel that that's okay. That is not a requirement to be an organized person. That's if you really want the aesthetic organized. I'm not aesthetically organized. That is not who I am. I am not a carefully curated person. Um, I'm kind of a messy process person. And that's okay for me. That's my authenticity. But there are others out there that are like me, and you've seen my home. You see this, the little humble cottage that I live in. If I can do it here, if I can craft my life here in these humble circumstances, you can as well. You don't have to have a big grand house to be happy if you can be happy in humbler circumstances. Not everyone aspires to big grand houses, minimalism. Most of the people on my channel are not minimalists. They live in average middle class homes. And so my process is really pointed to be of support to people that need a solution and a framework, because they feel that they're never able to really gain momentum in their lives. We have now gotten to that point where we can start really the momentum in creating the life that we love, because we have the foundation now. We have a system. We have everything where it needs to be, where we can find it, where we can use it. We know that our house is clean, and that feels so good. I mean, just in the kitchen. I mean, do you gravitate toward a room when it's clean? I know I do. I know that's the room I want to spend my time in. We have that foundation and framework now, that the things that are chaotic in our life are more under control and less stressful and more meaningful. And this process has created that foundation. Now we're going to build from there. So we're not finished yet. We're just going to shift our focus in February to a little bit more self-love and creating and cultivating joy in our lives. So I'm going to shift my hat from professional organizer to more life coaching. And also, we're going to throw in some financial stuff. I want to do financial strategies. It won't be daily videos because that's very, very consuming for me. But it will be post daily, maybe some reels, a little using my photographs that I've taken. I like to create little tiny videos or little reels or shorts where I can convey a message, and I want it to be uplifting. I'm going to give you my best tips, tricks, strategies, and suggestions on how to save money. Both, we're going to start in one room of the house, and we're just going to work our way around, because I sprinkled a lot of them in during this process, but there are a lot more to cover. So anyway, generally, I just wanted to thank you for being here. I'm kind of sad. I'm kind of sad that we're closing this out. It's like watching a great series, and you finally get to the end. You've been looking forward to it, and then you're kind of like, now what? Gosh, I kind of missed that. I was really captivated, and I was really captivated by you guys in this process, and I'm so grateful. I mean, I don't know how to say thank you more sincerely than you have touched my heart, and I'm certainly glad that you've been here. Thanks for everything. Just sending the little bit of energy that you sent by just clicking on the video, even if you didn't watch long. I received that energy, and it was helpful to me. It boosted me. It gave me more momentum. So thank you. So stay tuned, folks. Also, please leave me a comment, message me, send me something of what you feel you need. Where do you want this to go for you? What would you like to see? What are you struggling with? I will say that in all of the research I've done on the content platforms out there, I am the only one who dovetails all of these components together in a system, in a framework. That was what was missing. And I just felt like that was my purpose, was to fill that. So if there's something else in the life coaching area that you would like me to focus on, I will happily create some videos. So I guess maybe this is a good time to close. Thank you so much, and come back February 1st. We'll have a day off on February. If you need something to do on the 31st, clean your car. But on February 1st, we're going to start a new aspect of the journey. Not a new journey. We're still transforming our lives and enhancing our happiness. But now we're going to start to focus on ourselves. And I look forward to seeing you then. Until then, my beautiful friends.